Okay, so couple of just some mixed operation questions to do with fractions. This first one here, we've got evaluate 5/2 divided by bracket 3¼ take away 7/10. So the first thing, you must always make sure we consider about our order of operations. So whether you're taught BODMAS, BOMDAS, BIDMAS, it's all the same thing. But the key thing is that the B is always first, and that means we've got to deal with our brackets first. Once we've done the brackets, then we can do the division. So to start off with, I'm actually just going to write separately over here 3¼ take away 7/10, and I'm actually just going to sort this out first. So I'm going to multiply the 3 with my denominator, add on my numerator. So that's going to be 12 plus 1, so I've got 13/4 take away 7/10. Now I can do my kiss and a smile. So I've got 13, actually I'm just going to quickly elongate my things, same as before. So I'm doing 13 times 10, 7 times that 4, and then multiply my denominators together. So I've now got 130/40 take away 28/40. Ooh, I'm running out of space down here. I'm just going to bring it up here. Just going to write it out again as well, just so the continuation is clear. And now my denominator is the same. Now I can do that subtraction. So I'm now going to have 102/40. Well, they're both even, so I know I can divide them both by 2. So that's now going to be 51/20, and I can't simplify that anymore. So now that I've figured out what is in the brackets here, I can now do this division. So I'm just going to write out the question again. So I'm just going to split it down there. So now I've got 5/2 divided by, instead of that bracket, I'm going to have 51/20. Now we've got to flip the sign. I will change the sign and flip the fraction. Then we multiply the tops together. Multiply the bottoms together. So I've now got, actually, before I do that, I can look here and I can see I've got an even number on the top and an even number on the bottom. So I can actually now make it a little easier on myself and just divide top and bottom by 2. Remember, we're only doing one number when we've got a bunch multiplied all together. So that 5 is just going to stay the same, but I'm going to have changed that 20 into a 10. This times by 2 here basically just disappears. So all I've now got is 51. So that's now going to be 50/51. And I'm done. Okay, so this next one. So we've got calculate 2 2/3 plus 1 3/10 of 3/5. Now remember, of is just another way to say multiply. So I've got 2 2/3 plus 1 3/10 times 3 3/5. So using BODMAS, I know the thing that I need to do first is multiplication. Because again, if I just write out my BODMAS, multiplication comes before my addition. So I'm actually just going to, first, before I do my multiplication, just turn all of these into top-heavy fractions, just ready for me to do my work. So I've got 2 times 3 plus 2 over 3 plus 1 times 10 plus 3 over 10 times 3 over 5. So now that's going to be 8 over 3 plus 13 over 10 times 3 over 5. So like I said, first I'm actually just going to deal with that multiplication. So first I'm doing the 13 over 10 times 3 over 5. So 13 times 3 all over 10 times 5. 13 times 3, that's going to be 39 over 50. And that can't simplify. And now that I've done this multiplication part, so I've done this here, I can now do the addition part. So what I've got 8 over 3 plus 39 over 50. So again, doing my kiss and smile. So just writing out my thing. Oh, it's going to be a pain to do these ones. So I'm doing 8 times 50, 39 times 3, and then 3 times 50, and 50 times 3. So that's going to be 400 over 150 plus, that'll be 117 over 150. Then I can add the tops together to give me 517 over 150. So I'm just going to take a moment. I know I can't divide them both by 2. Always make sure you can check for simplification. I would look at that and think, okay, maybe I could see if I can divide it by 3. I know I could certainly do 150. I'm just going to quickly check with my 517. So it fits in once there, made of 2. Fits in 7 times, and I'm going to have a remainder here, so I know 3 is not going to work, and I think nothing else will. So that is that question complete. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask, but those are just a couple harder mixed up questions of fractions.